a road to financial freedom. Okay. Um, Went through a lot of shit this year, man. A lot of shit. Lost some friends. Had to bounce back though. You know, just like Kevin Gates said, he said when your energy start vibrating at a different level, motherfuckers can't be around you no more. And I truly believe that that's part of the shit that I went through this year. But I'm on the road to financial freedom, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now the steps that I'm taking and the steps that I'm doing that anybody can do. I promise you, it's not that fucking hard. All you gotta do is change this. One of the first things I did to get my mindset in the right place was I started going to the weight room regularly because that was something that I could afford and it wasn't burning a hole in my pocket. So got me a little Planet Fitness, $20 a month, and I went in there and I got my mindset right. I was actually listening to videos just like this while at the gym because most of the music these days don't really move me. It don't do nothing for me. So that was one thing that I did to start off with. And then shortly after that, it led to me not smoking cigarettes. That was a big thing for me. I smoked for 15 years. One of the hardest things I ever did was had to quit smoking cigarettes. And oh man, I feel hell of a lot better. 10 times better, promise you. And on top of that, that's been about almost 2 years now. So I saved a little over 10 grand. And you don't feel it at first, but once you start doing most of the things that I'm about to say, it all starts compounding, and then you like, man, I don't really need that much money to survive. And that's what it all comes down to. From cigarettes, I went to the video game, and that was a big one for me. I was spending a lot of money on 2K and Madden, buying VC and Madden points, and man, I promise you, that shit was burning a hole in my pocket. I was spending $50 a week doing that shit. And then from there, I went to just all the little miscellaneous things that I really didn't realize I was spending money on, but I was. I always used to flip around and get new speaker sets and stuff for my Avenger and new amps and new side speakers just to listen to it for the next 15, 20 minutes when I'm on the drive. I stay in a small town. I'm from Rockford, Illinois. If anybody know, tap in where you're from. Always wanted to hear where people from. From Illinois, about an hour away from Chicago. But man, it went from that, and I was spending a little money on little speakers and stuff like that, and just for like 5-10 minute drive. So I really just had to change the way that I thought, which is the hardest part. And then from there, man, it went to maximizing my hours at work. Like before, I was working 50, 60 hours a week, in order to afford my house and have the things that I had. But once I stopped doing 50, 60 hours a week and just kept my base 40, 45, I had to start thinking outside the box and think like what can help me make a separate income, because I was trying to trade into the stock market and I was trying to learn about the stock market, but I did not want to use my money that I was making from the job, right? Like you don't want to use your money that you're making from the gig to invest in the stock market because you want to make sure that all your bills are maintained and being paid. Like that was just the smart thing that I had to do, because I could have easily blew my rent, could have easily blew my light bill, gas bill, this and that. And now your credit is getting messed up for no fucking reason. So one thing that I did was DoorDash. Started DoorDash about a year ago. About a year ago, I started DoorDash. Used to make some decent money in there. Used to play with it in the stock market. Win some, lose some. You know how it go. And then from there, from DoorDash, I went to like a Nextdoor. And on Nextdoor app, I'm painting decks and I'm cutting people's grass and I'm removing junk. And long story short, went through a whole year of doing that, and now over the last 3 months, me and my wife, we zoned in on one thing that we want to do and one field that we want to get in, and it was junk removal. So now we done bought a couple trailers. We starting off this junk removal business. We want to do junk removal and landscaping. Just to hold us over in the winter months, especially in the winter months, because when it slows down here a lot, I want to be able to, upkeep some type of income. So, and believe me, a year ago, I would tell you that y'all are fucking stupid for even trying to work another job and do something on the side on top of having to be a parent and having to be a husband and having to attend events and go to baseball games and basketball practices and you believe that you don't have enough time in the day, right? But one thing I learned about when you on the road to trying to become financial freedom, right? You have to sacrifice a lot of time. Like you don't, I ain't got time to sleep most of the time. I ain't got time to eat, right? Because I'm just steady in grind mode. So over this course of the next couple of years, we're gonna be grinding, man. We're gonna be grinding. We're gonna be laying down a foundation for our business and getting this shit together, getting this shit activated. And yeah, it's gonna suck. Like we're gonna have to do a lot of things that we don't want to do, a lot of the time. But what I've been learning is that you just got to do things that you don't want to do to get to where you want to get, And but I'm loving it. We getting this journey started, getting activated. I definitely want to keep you guys up to date and posted on everything that we're doing. But come on, man, it's a journey. It's a journey. And once you're able to really become financial freedom and understand that it's not just about how much money you make, it's about where your money goes. People think you need $1 million to become financial freedom. If you don't have any debt and your mortgage is paid and your car is paid, paid for, what kind of bills do you really have? Like, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, what bills do I really have? If the house is gone and the car is gone, how much money do I need to have to be free? Like, you don't need to make that much money to be free. So we invest in the stock market. I'm gonna collect dividends over the next 3 to 5 years. Gonna start building up that portfolio because some people can really be financial free with $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, and most people's lifestyle is paid for. And $5,000 a month, it isn't nothing to the greater scheme of things that people can actually make. Like if you got some revenue in some couple different places and you got your hand in a couple different things, you can make $5,000 a month easy, right? So if you got a job and you're making $3,000 a month, and then say you get you a side job and you could try to turn that into $2,000 a month, like there go your $5,000 a month easy. And that's paying for most people's lifestyle, and people don't realize that, right? That's paying for most people's lifestyle on top of mortgage and mortgage and all their bills included, on top of groceries, right? And groceries are one of the most expensive things. So if you literally lock the fuck in for 3 to 5 years and see what the fuck you get. Change this fucking mindset, get rid of the dumb shit, get rid of the bullshit, and that's what I had to tell myself. That's what I'm fighting against myself right fucking now at this moment, all right? Lock in, man.